All right, now that my mind has been completely off of this, that was my bad. I know now everybody's like, oh, he set his tricks back up. There are no tricks. No strings, man. If there were strings, it would snatch off the further I got away if it was connected above. And really, it would have to be on a pulley system that was able to roll and still be out of the frame. I don't know. But anyway, like I said, and boom, right back to it. So, yep. That's how we do it, man. Let's try that. The paper on top is heavier. I don't know how that looked. But anyway, try that at home, skeptics. Like, how heavy could all of those be stacked up to be for me to make them all fly off with the wind for my hand? Watch this. How much hand wind would it take? Proving telekinesis. Take, I don't know, I got 90 something videos, but I know all of them aren't TK. So I don't know. I don't know how many other unrelated TK videos I have, but I have been thinking about the RC car stuff, like recording that, because yeah, that's a Dom charger, the cheap ones from Walmart, body on it, and I put that on a Remo rocket, man, and altered it to my liking, of course. But I don't know if anybody's got any problems with the Remo, but I tell you what, it's fast enough that it will do 30 miles an hour, it says, if you like do it right, if you set it up right. But to me, that's as fast as it needs to go, because I don't care to get them any faster than that, because by the time you blink your eye, it's so far away you can't even visually enjoy it, even if you drifted around something. 30 miles an hour around me is what I like to do. So I know you got to rewind that. I stood that up. Watch it, how I did it. I don't know. You got to admit that's weird. I don't know what to do with it from there. Like I said, the aftermath. Like, where do those ripples go? Whoa. Yeah, we're going to have to set it up a little different. I just got it propped up on junk right here. Old remote control. All right, now it's leaning back towards me. That might make it easier for me to imagine pulling it back to me. That's why I like it propped up on stuff, man. Like, inside. Yeah, try that. Yep, still an empty cup with just a hole in it. No kind of air devices. No kind of magic tricks, man. Real TK. Just because some people were proven to be fake doesn't mean everybody is. And just because it's taken you years and maybe still you can't do stuff like this, that doesn't mean next year you won't be doing things that you're like, man, I never would have thought that I would be doing that. So don't ever give up under any circumstances. That's all I can say about it. Let's try something crazy here. I don't know. I get tired. Inside there's so much crap laying around that every way that it flips, because I make it roll over stuff like end to end, and it just wraps under it and then wraps over it, and I snatch it out because I don't quit. I sit there and keep going, but also know that that feeling, that spot that I feel, is just one spot of a multi-circuit of spots and stuff. It's not, I don't know, that's not all there is. You got to keep going in different directions in your mind too, like, but while dragging the chi of your body, warping that around, you know, like, I don't know. Like I said, I can't control it yet. No, I mean, sort of, but let's just say as a very early infant stage of control, basically. That was pretty tight. Sometimes things like that happen that like I didn't plan that. That just happened because I let it flow the way that it was supposed to. Basically, I stretched the muscle properly, even though I didn't know the outcome, like shooting a basketball. You know, if you're good at it, yeah, you know the outcome, swish. But in most cases, when you throw something, it's a flip of the coin what's going to happen. You know, if you get what I'm saying, like something like that. I know it may look impressive, but to me it is not. I've been showing my wife stuff like this for like months now. She's like not even impressed with it. I'll be showing her something and I'll do something cool like that and look over and she's back on Facebook like I've seen it all. Yes, it's so cool. You can do this. Superpowers are real. Yay. That's why I said the world will be okay with it now. They don't care about people on social media, you know, telling people because nobody cares anymore, you know. Like they're not going to be freaked out. They're just going to get back on their phones and start, you know, whatever. Like, oh, for real? Powers? Superhero? Oh, well, let me get a selfie. You know what I'm saying? For their own page, not even because it's cool to meet a superhero. It's just cool to have met a superhero on social media. How about that? This might be my greatest proof of telekinesis video ever. Some person said in the comments it couldn't be aerokinesis because that works best outside. Let me tell you, that's false, man. I have, like I said, back before I knew that I had like expanded that much, like this was not long after I started being able to walk good again. I was doing TK like a blast type thing, and my wife would be sitting there and I would see her shirt just move and she would get cold, saying the wind that was hitting her was making her cold, and she had to cover up or I had to quit. So like, and that was inside, you know, during the winter. Come on. That's just proof. Like I said, yes, I paused it and stepped off, but I didn't do it to grease my machine that causes this to happen. There's nobody under this. It's a remote control car and boxes full of stuff that isn't going to make it do that. I guarantee it. And I could do this all day, you know, like, believe me, I have. Rewind that and watch it. I don't know if you can see it from your point of view, but that kind of just floated up slightly and then, yeah, but it kind of all did for a second. I don't know the whole receipt. I was hoping eventually I'd be able to show people what I could do like in there. And it really is easier when it's not on a flat surface. I do believe that like you got to be able to imagine getting under it. That came back. And I'm not you know, this is like above it right here. I'm over here. So even waving this way, it would go that way, not back this way. How about that? Huh? This is not a trick. This is not a dream. This is really happening. Go watch my PsyOps video that I put on there just a couple of months ago. And I put it on years ago, where the makers of that game said that the government gave them permission to look through their files of using this stuff to make that game. That's how I know that like they don't care anymore, because they let these video game makers base their game on it. I know they didn't give away all the secrets of it, but there's a lot of good stuff in Mindgate Conspiracy, PsyOps, Mindgate Conspiracy. It really is. Like, this is, like I said, when I'm not talking to a phone and I'm in there in the groove, I can make it dance in the air like a butterfly that does not know which way it wants to go. And that's by total accident, but it's like I got it on this groove. I don't know. I know I ain't gonna be able to do that out here. The more I try, the more it'll mess up. You can't get ahead of yourself. All those emotions. That's what people are trying to tell y'all, the skeptics, when y'all try to give them tasks. When you try, you have that emotion of trying, that feeling that you want it to work out, like I want to be the best, and then you trip. That's how it is. You can't let that tingling sensation overpower you. Man, I've been out here working in the yard today, and you probably can't see it, but I have mosquito bites all over me, and they have followed me in here now. I came in here to get away from them, not even to make a video at first, but I just thought I would but my mom's shed is out here because she lived here before we did. That's her shed back there, and all her stuff is in it. And since I got injured, there's like little trees growed up everywhere out through there, and I got to clean it out where she can get to it now that I'm in much better shape than I was. And I want to work out, but to be honest, I don't want to say I'm scared, but after what happened to me, experiencing the worst pain of my life, it's kind of like I'm scared to work out. Because, you know, if that happens again, that was a lot of pain. At some points, I was telling God to take me. I was like, just take me. I can't live through this anymore. I couldn't chew. When I chewed, it was like my back was being shredded. I couldn't stand up. If I coughed, heaven forbid if I coughed. So, I do not want to experience that again. And working out the way that I used to, picking up the back of cars, that is most likely, you know, a lot. Not really, because I've slipped, you know, walking on chemicals. I was at a job and they put chemicals on the floors to clean it, and I slipped and fell straight on the small of my back, probably the tailbone, and it hurt so bad. When the dude come running out, was like, he fell off the ladder. I was like, no, I didn't fall off the ladder. I grabbed the ladder and put my weight on top of it, so when my foot hit that chemical, it just boom, right on the tailbone. When I got outside and right after I told him that, I just spun around and I woke up with everybody standing over me looking down, like, and that was right on the tailbone. So it's my back's been through a little bit in its day. Shingle toting, bricks and mortar and wheelbarrows, high